All right, so let's check this out. Yes, and I want to say the Kendra G women are probably the more extreme, in my opinion. I'm not saying all women, of course, I'm not. So these women may be the more extreme version, but Kendra has had, I don't know, hundreds, maybe thousands of women on the show. So a lot of these women are seeped into the dating market.
What is wrong with you people? Hello?
Finally.
Finally, you ready?
I'm
Okay.
here. I'm ready. I'm
What's your name?
ready.
Okay, is your name Miss Bree? What's your name?
My name is Brianna.
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on
I am a dental assistant.
Digital Assistant. You have any
Hmm
kids?
I do. I have two.
2 kids. How old are your two
Mm-hmm.
kids?
10 and 7.
10 and 7. Both by the same man?
No,
No. Okay. Have you ever been married?
no.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay. You got pretty skin.
Thank
All
you.
right, let's get to it. Brianna Detroit, 31, Virgo, dental assistant, mom of 2 kids, by 2 men, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
For one, I want a leader. Like literally, I want a man who can lead me. I want somebody
God, why do women want men that can lead them when they are in their 30s having 2 kids by 2 different men? There is a point in a woman's life where it's too late. It is too late. Too late to want a leader. Too late to be teachable. Too late to be obedient, submissive. Because this is the thing women don't understand. It's like it amazes me that women can't understand what it's like to be with a leader. My last girlfriend, my last girlfriend said, "Oh, I'm submissive. I want a man who leads me." Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yet every time decision making comes, she fights me on every fucking decision. You know what? And when, you know what? Hell, she makes her own decision. She makes her own decision that includes, that affects the relationship. So really, what the fuck? How do you want a leader when you can't be lead? When you don't listen? When you don't follow? A lot of these women are ridiculous. It's too late. It's too late. Honestly, it's too late. The thing is that you have crossed the line where honestly you are unteachable. You have proven that you cannot be led.
that I can submit to. I want somebody who wants to provide, wants to be the husband that my grandma used to have. Period.
Okay. Were your children's dad's options?
Yes, one of them, my second one was because you never make the same mistake twice. At least you're not supposed to. My second one was, but he was killed in 2018.
Aw.
So
Okay. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Okay.
How? I really wish Kendra would say how. I really wish Kendra would say how was he killed. Now maybe I'm overstepping my bounds and just assuming, but was it street shit? I mean, come on. He wasn't killed by old age. He wasn't killed by, I don't know, a heart. It's like, was it street shit? I really wish Kendra would ask, how was he killed? Because here's the thing where I may fear is that this supposed leader that she said was honestly a street guy doing street shit. So really a guy with little character, little more no morality. Really, that's not a leader. That's not a leader type of man.
So your second baby daddy you was gonna marry and all that, but he unfortunately passed away.
unfortunately,
Okay, okay, got it. So okay, so you want a man like your granddaddy.
I mean, that was just kind of like a, metaphor, not necessarily saying like my granddaddy, because I'm seeing the comments talking about it, but in my like my grandma. Like that was don't take it too technical. It literally was just like to give a idea of what I'm saying, like an old school love, the old 80s love, the what we got out of the generation that was before
Well,
us.
I got say this. That is a fair assessment though, because that is true. Like women will say, I want a man like my grandfather, but you could be the complete opposite of your grandmother. Like I
Well,
actually
yeah.
have, and what made me think of that, I have a cousin
Hmm.
who we have well, her grandparents have been married, God, I think like 60 something years. Like it's my aunt and uncle, her grandparents. And
Yeah.
she's like, I want a man like my granddaddy. And I'm like, well, you not like Annie Lane. Annie Lane wasn't chasing dreams and career. She was chasing a family. And that's what she created. And she got with a man she created a family with. So that
Yeah.
is
That is true. A lot of these women want traditional values when they're not traditional themselves. This is a baby mom of two from two different men. From a man who died, may possibly from sketchy means. So really, it's like, why are you putting boundary these restrictions on men? Oh, I want him traditional, like my grandfather. You ain't nothing like your grandmother. You ain't nothing like your grandmother. I don't believe that's an old school tradition. Women are having multiple kids by multiple men.
is a true statement because I think a lot of people want what grandma must have, but you should
Hmm.
think, what's the difference between me and grandma? And
Right.
times are different. Let me tell you also,
Times are
when you're
definitely different.
yeah, because see, listen, my show was a gift and a curse. Like,
Mhm.
grandma, they didn't have dating apps and social media. They picked who was in their face. You pick from
They
your
pick who was
city.
at church.
Church. Okay, here's the options. They pick someone at church, someone from the high school, or if they went to college, or if they had
Mhm.
a cousin down south and went down south and met somebody. And that's what it was.
Right.
Now dating is like a buffet. Everyone, like you're on social media, and now you feel like you live in Detroit. But what if a man from Atlanta reaches out to you? So now you talking to this man in Atlanta that you think you might have a chance with, and then if it don't work out, then a man in Houston. But really, here's the reality. If you want to just date, yes, there's plenty of options to just date.
Hmm.
Husband, wife, I don't think anybody has 10,000 options for a husband and wife.
Right.
I think that pool is a lot smaller if that's what you're really seeking.
Oh, well, that's what I'm really seeking.
Okay, well, let's continue. What are
Mhm.
your deal breakers?
My deal breakers are liars, manipulators, people who are not family oriented, someone who does not believe in God. That should have been the first thing that I said, actually. Um, a man who can.
Believe in God. I say this. I haven't said this in a little while. Women that talk about God is a red flag. Women that talks about God is a red flag. You are unmarried, two kids by two different men. What about you is represents God's teaching? What about it's like one of the biggest teachings of God is family. Is family. Not having fucking kids out of wedlock. Wake up. What about you is like godly? What about you shows that you follow God's teaching?
Not or doesn't have the desire to provide or get up and go to work every day or be something other than somebody in the streets. Really, if you're just not a man of
Somebody in the streets. I really wish Kendra asked, what happened to your dad? What happened to your baby daddy?
substance, you're just not my type.
Okay. So you look a certain way.
Now, I'm not a shallow person, but I do think that you got to be attractive. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna keep it real. You have to be You have to have either sex appeal or something about you that I can look at every day.
Okay.
Sex appeal. Here's the thing where I understand attraction is important. Attraction is important. Now, let me say this. Me personally, I have learned through life experience, and whether you believe it or not, I have dated women that may be considered eights. I have. At least what my friends thought was an eight, and I personally thought was an eight. And I've dated women that maybe some may consider a four, maybe a five, average. And to be honest, looks are great. Looks are great. But I'd rather trade attraction level with how you are as a person, how you treat me. I live by honestly, I love a woman depending on how much she loves me. Because here's the thing. Great. Great. You want a man with sex appeal. Great. But guess what? What consequences, what danger does it bring along? If he is sexy to you, there's a high chance that he's sexy to other women. Do you want to deal with that? It's like women don't understand, consequences of actions. Great. You want a highly attractive man. I'm not saying nothing about that. But on the flip side, don't complain that that highly attractive man may step out, may attract other women, probably have a lot of options, and you'll be just one of many.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
No, but you better be making some.
I'm not saying she's an eight. No, I'm not saying she's an eight. To me, she's like a five. I'm saying that I've dated women that I believe and most people would consider highly attractive. And to be honest, it didn't bode well for me. It didn't produce any good results. So, to me, it's like great dating a woman that's really attractive, but what does it get you? That's for me. I prefer results than just like surface level image. Okay, I mean it's nice that I have a good looking woman next to me, but honestly, that only goes so far. I care how she treats me, and that's my personal point of view because honestly, I get it. A lot of men love attractive women, and I love it too. I'm no fool that I would like say no to an attractive woman. But at the end of the day, for me, what will make me happy is how she treats me, not how she looks. Not completely. I'm not talking about I want a woman that's like a three, a two. No, of course not. At worst, I may go a four. I prefer at least a five, average. Right? She's okay looking. Not a woman that I want to put a garbage bag over. Right?
Oh.
I want to respond to another comment real quick. They said men don't court anymore. Well, men don't court anymore because guess what? They don't have to. And that's ladies, that falls.
Or you just don't. This is the thing where women understand. Men don't court anymore. Maybe because you don't deserve it. Maybe you don't qualify for it. Maybe because you don't choose the men that actually want to court or actually don't mind courting. There's a lot of reasonings that women seem to not be able to grasp. One, you don't deserve it nor qualify for it. Two, you're not picking men that would court.
On the ladies, us, because what happens is when women started lowering their standards, they diluted the value of vagina. So now, why does a man have to court when he can have a child without being your husband? He can have a child with you without being your man. He could not even give you a title and get all the benefits of a wife. So men have stopped courting because it hasn't become necessary to get women anymore. And if women change that, then potentially
I
men will change. But
agree with that. I agree with that because I can say in like previous situationships, you know, once a man gets comfortable, well, first of all, before you give a man anything, they're ready to to flipping in hoops, you know what I'm saying, to get what they want. Once you actually give them what they want, then of course that's when they fall back. That's when they're comfortable. That's when the food stops, the date stops, the good morning text messages, but that's clearly the men of red flags. But yeah, that is how it goes, unfortunately. Like once you give too much, men feel as if they don't have to court anymore, or they're comfortable. I don't know. I can't speak for men because I'm not a man, but this generation, that's just how it's been going.
And then yeah. I mean, we could speak about this for a minute, but I'll stay focused. Okay, no money requirement. You said.
Oh, I said they have to have some.
Okay. Let's do the kids or Kim.
Uh-oh. I'm just chilling at home, so don't,
Okay.
not too much on me, okay?
You look small.
I'll be in the gym.
Okay, she be in the gym. All right, Brianna, what was your last relationship?
Uh, Before Thanksgiving.
Okay. Look, there's so much on my heart. I'm just gonna share. Now, I have a private group, and in the private group, we have men, and there are men who like to court. It goes back to the courting, but also what happens? It's expensive. Back in the day, you could take a woman. We're gonna go back to your grandma's age. You could do a walk in the park and some cupcakes
Right.
and get to know each other. Now, women require
But see,
five.
I'm still that person though.
Okay.
I'm still that simple person. Like I don't require much. I'm a Virgo. I mean, not gonna make that, to be my point, but Virgos are easygoing. I'm down to earth. I'm a cool girl. Like just show me that you thought about me or you gave some type of effort. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wine and dine me. We don't have to go to sexy steak every weekend. We don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like we could go sit by the water and make a picnic. We could take a stroll. We can get ice cream. I like doing stuff like that. So,
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, that's I think that's good to know for the men that are watching. And I think there are women like you, but what I hear a lot of is the opposite of you.
Women like her in her 30s, baby mama too, by two different men. Yeah, I think there are plenty of women like her. I think there are plenty of women like her. This is a thing where, to be honest, I don't go by what women say. I don't. It is idiotic to go by what women say. I go by their actions. Their actions. And the best way to tell about women's actions is their life. That's how you can tell. That's how you can tell if what they say is true or not. Yes, she's lying. Because here's the thing. She's 31. Baby mama of two by two different men. Show me proof. Show me proof of the things she said. I'm easy. I'm da 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 da. Where's the proof? Honestly, where's the proof? Because here's the thing. You are single by two different men, having two kids by two different men. Your last man got shot or he was killed. It's like men don't. I mean, men don't. They don't just drop dead out of nowhere. Okay, so what type of man did you deal with that just so happens that he was, died? This is the thing where honestly, it's hard to trust what women say. It's better to trust women's actions and their lifestyle. Their life is the best indicator of their actions.
And listen, ain't no judgment. It is what it is, child. Because I don't want y'all saying, kids are trying to make us lower our standards. That ain't what it is. I'm telling you what I hear. So what I normally hear is, no, I had a woman who told me a man could not take her to a restaurant that was not 5 stars. So if she wasn't going to a 5-star restaurant, she could not go on a date with you. So sometimes with that mindset, some men are like, dating is expensive. When I was trying to lead to is that one of the guys in the group said he has to vet because he knows he's going to spend $300 if he goes out on a date, but he wants to make sure that woman is worthy of that $300 meal. So he has a list of questions before he takes you out. And guess what? I wasn't mad at it because he is the one that got to pay.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, if everybody should be about their money in a certain way, like, Do you want to? I feel like his version is money. A woman's version is time. Do I want
Right.
to give you my time for this hour or so?
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
but okay. I think you just made the guys excited. What you said, the type of date that you like.
I mean, but don't get me wrong. Everybody loves, 5-star restaurants. I'm just saying that's not a everyday, all the time thing for me. I'm appreciative. I'm thankful for, the big and the small. Is all I'm saying.
Okay,
But don't get too comfortable because that'd be the problem.
okay.
This is a thing where a lot of women don't understand. You don't qualify for it. You don't qualify for it. If you do, you would have gotten it already. You would have gotten it already. Because like I've said countless times before, dating for women is easy. It's easy. Yet they don't have no one. And honestly, she's not that worth it. She ain't. She's average and two kids by two different men in her 30s. Early 30s, not terrible. But honestly, she wants a sexy man. It's just the things it's just
Okay. When was your last relationship?
Before Thanksgiving.
Okay, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Not answering.
Okay, three flaws.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? When was the last time you had sex with a man? Not answering. You might as well just said this month, last month. Except this is the thing. This is why I said women like this, honestly, their actions shows you everything. Here's a woman that just most likely just recently had sex. Most likely to a man, a pookie. A man that she can't get a relationship out of. It's like honestly ridiculous. Honestly, this is what man wants this shit? For a long-term commitment? No. Yeah, he'll fuck her. But that's it. Because honestly, that's what she's good for. Because here's the thing, Kendra just said, have some respect to yourself. Why would men want to court you when you're giving your body to like every pookie out there? And she said, "Yo, I'm like my grandmother." What the fuck are you like your grandmother? Your grandmother, hopefully, wasn't giving her body to almost any pookie out there. Absolutely ridiculous.
Flaws you have to work on.
Well, coming from myself or what they would say about me.
However you want to answer it.
Um, One of the flaws I do know that I have is I overthink. Ooh, I overthink now. That is my number one flaw. My number two flaw is my trust issues. I don't trust you as far as I could throw you. And what else? That would be my two main problems, honestly, my overthinking and my trust issues.
Okay, you're overthinking your trust issues.
Trust issues, i.e., a broken woman. Great. It's like, what man? I'm telling you, I've been there, I've done that. Dating broken women sucks. Really, it sucks. Being a white knight is not worth it. It really isn't worth it. You can save a woman, and she will literally stab you in the back because she's broken. She won't value you. She won't appreciate the shit you do because she's broken.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Um, because I'm a pretty cool girl. I'm smart. Um, I know.
You're smart. You're smart. You had sex with a pookie. You have two kids by two different men out of wedlock. None of these. You didn't require marriage from one of these men. Where's your intelligence come from? You definitely don't have wisdom. What about you is intelligent?
How to introduce, like, things that men probably wouldn't even open their or mind to. I'm very well rounded. I go to work every day. I take care of home. I can make a house a home. Cook, clean, whatever. I'm just I'm funny, down to earth, pretty much.
Okay. So Brianna, what's the age range you would date?
I would say 33 to 43.
Okay. And should he be in Detroit?
No, hell no.
Oh, you don't want him in Detroit?
That's the problem.
What's the
You
problem?
ever been to Detroit?
The last woman, that 23-year-old, also was from Detroit. This is amazing to me. Both of these women didn't want men from Detroit. Yet, both of these women gave kids to men from Detroit. Hmm. The stupidity in that. You don't want men in Detroit because they're probably what, not good enough for you. Yet they're good enough to get kids from you. Honestly, this is why these women do not qualify for good men. They qualify for the men that they've been dealing with, the pookies they have sex with. That's the thing. These women qualify for the pookies they've been having sex with. Not the good men.
I haven't.
Mm. Well, I feel like Detroit is, I love my city, but when it comes to trying to date in my city, it is pure hell. Like, I would not wish it on my worst enemy because, for one, they don't care about nothing but scamming, um, finessing, and just living a facade, basically, keeping up with the next person. Like,
What's she saying? Okay, the scamming, the facade, all this stuff, and then knowing that her baby daddy died. I mean, I'm kind of putting two and two together. And this is the sad part. Yes, Detroit has become. I mean, I don't know how it is. I don't know how it is now, but for growing up, it hasn't been great. Detroit hasn't been great. It really hasn't. I wouldn't move there. I wouldn't move there. So it's it's a sad thing, but this is the thing. These women choose to live there. They choose to give kids to the men that live there. So you are what your city is. Then I mean, if you thought you were better, you should have moved. You should have left. You shouldn't give kids to the men that live there.
the men care about the men more than they care about the women. Um, yeah, it's just not a good place to date. Mm-mm.
Okay, so you're open to relocating.
Now, don't say I'm knocking Detroit because I'm not knocking Detroit. Like I said, I love my city, but you wouldn't recommend. I'm sorry, I was just reading the comments. Um, yes, I'm open to relocating. I've lived in the South. Um, I actually prefer a Southern man because they have, better morals. They better hospitality. They are being raised still in like the Southern roots of, a two-parent home, really. So they kind of like they have a different perspective when it comes to having a family. So, yes, I'm open to relocating.
Okay. Okay, the time has come. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
No, I'm not.
Girl, you know I was gonna ask you that question and you was on Tinder G. Singles, AMUSTHA, then that means I made her a highlight.
Okay.
Do you know when it was? I want to see if I can pull her up because I didn't even get you
She's
guys.
on this. She's on this live. Brittany, comment and tell her when it was.
And you
'cause
guys are identical twins,
we're fraternal.
so y'all look different.
Oh, we look real different.
Do
We
you know
like
if
night
I
and day.
interviewed her on? Was she on the Facebook show? I mean, what show was she on?
Okay, I think that's over with. That's the thing where, just like the other one, honestly, this is the problem with a lot of women. This is the problem with a lot of women, where they don't understand the mistakes they've made in life. Well, there are consequences to it. There are consequences to it. It's brutal. I mean, these women are just sad in the sense that a lot of these women do not qualify for good men. Now, I'm not saying that they won't get it. I've said this before. Dating for women is easy, easy, and when I mean easy, it is absolutely cakewalk. So I'm not saying that she won't get a good man because it's easy. I'm just saying that what she is, she doesn't qualify for. Doesn't mean that good men aren't stupid. Doesn't mean that good men aren't simps, because they are. There are plenty of good men that will be simp, will be stupid, will be a beta, and just like fucking don't care about himself and just ignore the red flags. Plenty. But who she is, she doesn't qualify for it. She doesn't. Because she's made mistakes in her life that honestly is a deterrent. That's not. This is the thing where being a good man should be a whole package, or as much as possible. And one of that is like, have some self respect in yourself, have some love for yourself. Because here's a woman like this, honestly, she doesn't qualify for you when you're at the best version of yourself. So, that's why I said like women like this don't qualify for it, but I'm not saying that they won't get it. But I would say that it will be an uphill battle. It will be an uphill battle for her to find the men that she wants to commit to her long term. Because honestly, women like this they have the attitude, the mindset, the life. Honestly, not attractive. It really isn't. A lot of women don't understand that. Honestly, because how they live their life, because how they chose to navigate their life, honestly, the only value men see in a lot of these women is just their body. That's it. It's just their body. So I think women like this, women like the other one we did, women like all the other ones we've done, honestly, they will only qualify for situationships. That's it. Situationships from the men that they want. And maybe they will settle for the men that they don't want to get that stability. But who knows, right? Who knows? But what do you guys think? What do you guys think?